What's up, YouTube? I have an SN95 96 to 98 Mustang Cobra. It has developed an engine noise. First thing I did was go to YouTube and try and find some videos on the engine noise or some how-tos on how to diagnose it to see. They kind of have a little bit of noise to them, sometimes a little bit of a tick. Now, when you look at those videos, the first thing people say is rod knock, the next thing you see is timing chain, and then the last thing you see is lash adjusters. But what you don't find is a plethora of videos that actually explain, respond, or tell you how to diagnose or figure out what that noise is. Or the people that actually post the videos don't even come back and tell you what it is when they found out. If you do find a response that's from somebody saying, oh, it's rod knock, then there'll be another response that says, no, it's the timing chain. And then, you know, of course, lashers. So what I've decided to do is make my own videos about it. Since mine's developed this knock, I've already diagnosed it. But what I'm going to do to help out other Mustang members, since the SN95 community seems to be failing people on YouTube, because you can find all kinds of stuff about 99, especially 03 and 04 Cobras. The 96 and 97 Mustang Cobra has a different IMRC control system than the 98, and then of course in 99 it changed again. And show you my SN95, and then I'm gonna start her up and show you how to diagnose your engine problem. Okay, here we are in my car. You have to get the engine a little warm for it to start knocking or start hearing the noise. And as you can see, it says I've got great oil pressure. When I started noticing this noise, it happened around in between 25 and 3,000 RPMs. Every video I looked up on YouTube, it was kind of the same thing, but nobody ever had an answer for it. So I hope you can hear it. We're inside the car. I live right near a highway, so it's going to be kind of hard to hear it outside the car, but I'm going to try and do it both ways. So here we are in the car. I'm going to give the engine a little rev. Maybe you can hear the rattle. Did you hear it? One more time. There it was. When you're sitting still, it doesn't really do it unless you rev it quick. There it was, about 1,500 RPM. So what I'm going to do now is open the hood and get out and see if we can hear it. Alright guys, so here's my engine. It only has 71,000 miles on it. This is an all original car. I put its first set of spark plugs and wires on it. And we're going to try and see if you can hear this when I rev the engine up here. It's going to come from over here, so I'm going to move the phone over this way. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but that's going to be the sound. All right, I hope the traffic noise isn't too bad. I live right near a highway, and this kind of sucks, but right now, as you can see, I've got another project in my garage, so I can't really put the car in there. But so we have a rattle. We know it appears around 1,500 when you give it a little gas at idle. If you're in gear, right around 2,000 RPM, maybe a little more, as you're shifting through the gears, you'll hear it again. Now my car isn't so bad that it starts knocking while it's sitting still, but eventually it will start to do that. So the first thing people will say is it's the timing chain making a bunch of noise. To diagnose the timing chain, or they like to say it's the belt tensioner. To diagnose either one of those two things is really easy. One is look down and see if your belt tensioner is making a hole in your front cover. If it's making contact with your front cover, that means the bearings have gone out in your belt tensioner. Now the belt tensioner itself doesn't always give it up, so sometimes it's just the fact that the bearings have gone out in the belt tester itself. Belt tensioner, sorry. The timing chain is really easy to diagnose with a simple screwdriver. All you have to do is get yourself a screwdriver. Let's go get one here, see if I can find one. Find yourself a long screwdriver. Come over here, to the car, put the screwdriver where it's at, and then you're going to place your ear on the end of the screwdriver. And if there's any noise coming from this area, it'll be really obvious because the screwdriver is going to amplify it like a stethoscope. So that's the way to diagnose your timing chain. The other thing is that the timing chain will sometimes not make noise at first, sort of like a rod knocking, because a lot of times the tensioners have given up the ghost for the timing chain. Now, a way to diagnose rod knock immediately, it's very, very simple. What you do is you go to your coil pack, you're going to remove one spark plug wire from the coil pack. Then you're going to go back and start your engine. If it still has a knock, put the spark plug wire back, move to the next spark plug wire, and continue on until you've checked all of them. If you get through every one of your spark plug wires and you still don't have a knock, then if you get through every one of your spark plug wires and you still have a knock, then you're more than likely, not 100%, but more than likely not going to have rod knock. You've got something else going on. At that point, you might want to look at lash adjusters or something else. But in my case, if I remove the number 5 spark plug wire, my knock goes away. So unfortunately, I have rod knock. So those are a couple of ways that you can diagnose the different problems that these 4.6 liters and these Cobras have. Just a quick way to diagnose them. A few things that you can check, and I'm just trying to help out everybody else that may have these questions, or they might be looking for the answers for this. I know there are a lot more Cobra guys out there that may run into this problem. If you like the video and it's helped you out, subscribe to the channel, because I am going to be removing this baby and we are going to be doing a rebuild on it. And that's the other thing. I've seen some rebuild videos on these on YouTube, and honestly, they leave a lot to be desired. They're always time-lapsed into a 6-minute video or a 2 or 3 minute video, and they never really give you a how to do or do it yourself on it. So I've got my engine stand and my engine hoist right there in my very messy garage, and I'm going to be jerking this beast out, and we're going to be putting some forged pistons and rods in it. I'm going to be doing all the work myself out of my garage as soon as I get my Honda project done. And yeah, so in about, I'd say, a week or two, you can start looking for the first videos on how to take this particular 97, 96, 97, 98 4.6 liter Cobra motor out with a step-by-step guide, all the way from taking off the upper intake to pulling the whole engine out. So again, I apologize for the quality. I do have a video camera, but I'm recording this on my phone right now, mainly because I can't find the charger to my video camera. So hopefully in the next couple weeks, that's one of the things I'm gonna do. I'll also cover some special tools you may need for taking this particular motor out. Hopefully you found this video useful, and let me know in the comment sections below if you have the same problem, and I'll try to help you diagnose it through the comments or a video of your own. But other than that, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.